So guys, let me say a few things. So when you watch a concept, so you go to ArtStation, you like a concept very much and you want to do it in 3D, and most of the time you say, oh, it's so complex, it has so much things, how can I do it? You have to just start. You have to start like I do. I always start from the head, because for me, head is the most interesting thing I can do in a concept. And I start from the most interesting thing, and also it has most expression, and it has the potential to be the center of the piece. So I spent a little bit more time on the head. I try to make it look good, to make it look like the concept, and then the other things come around. Of course, you need anatomy knowledge. You need knowledge about the structures of the face, the forms of the face, the fat pads, the muscles of the face, and the skull. Yeah, but other than that, you have to start from somewhere. You have to make yourself start, and then you will be able to continue and do it. It will be a process, and how we are doing it now, because I also say, oh, it's too much like the chain. He has some belts, a lot of belts. He has this belt here, the belt on the waist. He has some belts on even on his glove. So he has a lot of things. But we have to just little by little. You can see that we already have some, if not most, of his things. So it's okay. Now let me continue with this thing that's holding those bottles together, and we will do it a little bit more difficult in a different method. It will be with retopologizing. Let me show you how it's done. Oh, this lump, amazing. Okay, so first I will apply a plane. We have a plane. I will put it, scale it with S, G, move it. I don't care about this plane, how it will be moved and everything. I just want to move it relatively into position here. Maybe I will even rotate it a little bit more with R, and then with S I will scale it, and with G I will move it here. So basically it's around here in the position. I could do that by putting my 3D pivot in here and then adding a plane, and it will be added exactly in this position, but I'm stupid sometimes. Someday we will do that. So now I need to go to my snap properties, add the snap, and go to face. So it will snap to the face, and I will do this, and everything. Just everything. I don't know. Yeah. Now we are on edit mode, and we can start working. So I will press 1 to go to vertices, select them both, and press G, and it will snap into the surface, which is great. And then I will press G and move. Just select it and move with G. Now I didn't it's not exactly like this. I have to look at the concept. It's smaller, like this, much smaller. Okay, here probably we will gonna add one more loop, and we will kind of move these loops back. Then I will select edges and then press E to extrude, and I will extrude them along the surface, then here. Then I will rotate them with R, G, move them, and then extrude again. This method, by the way, I didn't invent that. I saw that in a course. So even I had to watch some courses when I was kind of going from ZBrush to Blender. And the course that I watched for this was Victory 3D course about an orc. Yeah. So the girl from Victory 3D, she's the owner of the Victory 3D. She has nice courses. She's a good teacher. Maybe as an artist, she's not the best, but she's a good teacher. I think we all can learn from her courses. So it's fine. Now it's done. Of course, we can go ahead and solidify, and we will solidify negatively. Something like this. Why not? Let's not make it that thick, but I don't want it to make it also very thin. So I think this will be okay. So this is it. This is this. And then we can add our subdivision surface modifier. Increase the size of it like 4. And go to edge data on our solidify modifier. And increase it also like this. And when we increase this rim, you will notice that here we have a nice result, but also we have problems going on around the mesh here. And that's something we have to kind of, you know, I may leave it like this for now. Later, when we apply the solidify modifier, or yeah, the solidify modifier, we can manually do it. And let's do it, by the way. So let's go to object mode, apply the solidify modifier, and then go here and just with shift select some edges. I don't want this. I want only those edges. Here also. I cannot select this because it's not in the right position. Okay, and then shift E and move like this, and it's done. I think I like it. Now, what do I want to do? I want to go Alt Q to this, press L to select only this kind of a thing here, and Shift D to move it. And since I move it with snap on, it's amazingly bad, so I will disable snap, then move it, then okay, Shift D, and then move it, and then I will press right mouse button, separate selection, and it's now a separate object, and we can select it, G, move it, press S to scale it, make it smaller. I can even rotate it a little bit, so it's not the same rotation, and put it here. So yes, when we once make an object like this, we can use it and reuse it by just duplicating it and putting it into position. Make it, of course, smaller in this case, but it doesn't matter. It's the same object, so it's fine. Shift D and put it in the other side too. In the other side too. Don't worry about it. Alright. I have put it in the other side. Let's rotate it. Now it's good. Let's rotate it a little bit more and put it here. By the way, I'm not completely convinced here, so I will select this. I will go to sculpt mode and I will just move it a little bit. And if you kind of see me pressing some random buttons sometimes, that's why. That's because I'm working pretty fast, and sometimes I really press some buttons that I don't want to press. They are not random, but they are buttons I don't want to press. So here I would like to, what? Let me show you. Select this and G move it a little bit like this, and maybe just the top part to move it down. And then maybe just select this, double click, shift select this, and then shift E and make it a little bit more sharper. Not too much though. Be very careful with the too much sharpening, because I told you it's not good to have super sharp objects. I see my students sometimes have them, and I always say no. No, I don't say no. I say, I told you not to have this sharp object. And you will notice that these bottles are entering here in the belt. I do this because if they are touching the belt only, they will go too much outward and it will be a mess when we do a low poly. So that's because of the low poly mostly. I'm thinking about the low poly even now. Yeah, I'm broken, you know. If some of you are listening to or have listened to this very nice band called Pantera, you will know this song, I'm Broken. I'm a pretty big fan of this band, by the way. One of my favorite bands. Yeah, I'm a metalhead a little bit, so yeah. But we all artists tend to be a little bit like more metal oriented. At least the good ones. Okay. Now, sculpt mode. Press G. And just fix this a little bit here. You see, I'm just fixing little things here. And we have it. Amazing result. Now, we continue with this glove. Yeah, I like to make this glove. So, now, we have to go to the body. Let me see this glove, how it looks. It's half glove, but it's... I'm not completely sure how this glove is. How this glove is. Yeah, that's right. So, we will do something. Let's see. I will go to the body. Make sure it doesn't have any masks on. It doesn't have. Okay, because if it has, we'll extrude something else, which is not good. And now I will add a mask. First, I will disable symmetry, and then I will add a mask here. Like this. And then press M and start subtracting from the mask with Control. I'm holding Control and drawing now. Okay, this is good. How much time we have? We have a lot of time. 11 minutes only now. Loads of time. Yeah. This project that I'm taking on about making this character in YouTube, it's a little bit ambitious, but I think I can do it since I'm working pretty fast. Not many people can do it, since it requires you to work very fast, or otherwise you have to speed up some things. I'm not speeding up anything, as you probably can see. I'm just working kind of fast. And I'm trying to work also efficient. This is the thing. And to work fast and efficient, you have to practice a lot. And again, we are going to the practice. Practice and practice and practice. Now, before practicing, let's see what we can do here with this glove. So, this is okay. Let's extract it. So, press Q, mass extract, okay. And you know, I press Q because my mass extract is on Q. Yours probably is not. So, I will go here, press A, Shift S, Alt S, just to increase the size of this, just a little bit. And let me see how it goes from all sides. I don't like it completely here, but let's go to sculpt mode and Shift Smooth. Of course, we have to go to some brush that allows us to use Shift, which is the grab brush, also the draw brush, the draw sharp brush, but not the mask brush that I was on. Yeah, we learned it the hard way that the mask brush doesn't allow us, is not allowing us to use mask smooth. So we have to go away from this brush, and we will be able to use smooth with Shift. So I go, you see, when you make 3D, use all angles. Don't work only from one angle and then to find out that your model is looking pretty bad from other angles. Just use all angles. It's not that hard. I mean, it's hard, yeah, because you have to learn how to navigate the 3D program, and you have to learn how to navigate it properly. In the beginning, it will be very difficult. For me in Blender, since I told you I was working in 3D programs for a long time, but for me in Blender in the beginning, it took me at least 20 hours to be kind of comfortable with the navigation in Blender. And yeah, I watched videos, I watched even some courses, paid courses. Yeah, I even paid for some courses. And yeah, since courses these days, I'm making them also, are pretty cheap. And you can learn anything you want in Udemy or ArtStation for super low amount of money for one lunch. Money for one lunch. It's super cheap. So it's all about your desire to learn. So now let's go to Quad Remesh, our go-to plugin for remeshing, and go like 300. Let's try just. and remesh it without X, without symmetry. Remesh it. Let's see what will happen. Amazing. I mean, this is just, I cannot believe it. Any other remeshing thing, especially this in Blender by default, it's worse than everything. But quad remesher, just amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I have to stop acting like a schoolgirl in love with this plugin. Yeah, it's not good. So now, how do we proceed here? We have base of the glove, and we have to do this upper part. Let me think. It's a little bit strange. I don't completely understand exactly what it is, but I think it's strapped by some strapping here. Now I understand. Okay. All right, no problem. So we go to edit mode. We press double click here, and we go E to extrude and S like this. Okay, this is fine. Now I will select also this and S, and the strap will go around here probably, so I will take this and also S. So this will be exciting. I'll select this and delete dissolve edges here. So the strap will be around this area here. And I can, by the way, make the strap right now. Yes, I can. How? You will ask, but how can you do the strap? It's difficult. Oh no, I will do it. I will take this row of polygons here and Shift D. And then I will separate it, separate selection. And now we have the strap. I know it sounds weird, but the strap is here. It's here. Of course, it's difficult to select it. I cannot select it. Let's go to object mode and try to select it. Yes, I was able to select it in object mode, which is great. Now I can move it a little bit. The strap. And then the glove. I can work it out. And we have to kind of push the glove in. Pull some areas around the strap out. And basically we have to make this work as in the concept to have this kind of nice silhouette. It's very important. The silhouette is everything in this kind of things. In these scenarios, the silhouette is everything. Now here we will make one cut, like here, which by the way will be also pain in the back parts to retopologize later. But as I told you, I'm thinking about retopology, not too much though. If I think too much about how I will retopologize it later, I will not do most of the nice things, most of the nice silhouette changes I will not do, which is not a good idea. So think more about the art, think more about how it will look nice. Don't think too much about the retopology. And obviously some of you, most of you, probably cannot think about retopology too much since you don't know how to do it. And we will go there. We will go there, don't worry. Hopefully we will go there. I have my hopes up since I haven't recorded more videos than this. You see, we are here now. And in this point in time, I don't know if we will live through this war, because I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of close. I'm in Eastern Europe. I live in Bulgaria. So we are not very far away from Ukraine. We have just one kind of a sea separating us, the Black Sea, from Ukraine and from Russia also. So it's kind of unusual times, but hopefully I will be able to get there at some point. And you see how I'm working. Usually, when I'm not recording, when I work like this, I have something in YouTube, for example, some podcast, some interesting thing going on, and I just listen to it, and I'm working. And it's pretty relaxing, and I'm learning new things, useful or not, I'm not sure, but new things, and I'm also working. It's pretty damn nice. And that's when you are 3D artist and you kinda know what you're doing, you can do it like this. So let me see it again from here. Okay, it's not working as I intended. This I will put it down, this I will pull up. We need to make it look like the concept, because it looks good in the concept, of course. If it wasn't looking good in the concept, we wouldn't do it, but it is. It's looking good, so we'll try to kind of achieve this result. Here we have to cut it. How to cut it? Let's go to edit mode. Let's press 3 and select this object, for example, like this. Oh, why not? Let's see how big it should be. I don't think, maybe just those, or just even those. Yeah, X faces. So I deleted them. I know, does it make me a bad person? That's the question. Deleting those edges. I don't know, those faces. Probably yes, but I had to do it, you know. I had to do it. But I don't know if certain person had to invade another country. But probably he has his things. Yes, he has. He knows what he's doing. He's doing it for the money. He's doing it to keep himself on power. But this is not political channel, sadly, because, you know, in these days, we have to think about it. But if you're looking at this a few years from now, and you don't know what I'm talking about, or a few thousand years from now, probably I shouldn't talk about this. Let's talk about the glove itself. The glove itself is amazing, you see. Now, what I want to do about the glove, let's take only glove. Let's do this, and then I will cap it here by tab, and then how to cap it. Of course, we go double click, shift double click, double click, double click, double click, press F. What? Press I. Oh, nice. And then let's do kind of the same here. Let's press E and then press S. Okay, this will be our thickness of the glove. Then press E and press S again, and then move it down with G. Yeah, okay. And then press E to extrude, press S again, and then press M at center. This will just cap it at the center. And this I will move down. Now, this is our glove. This is our glove, no problem. And now, what I will do is I will go to subdivision surface, increase like 3 or 4, and then I will make sure some of the areas are sharper. This is looking good. This should be also sharper here. Okay, and those areas here, they are, by the way, they are sharp enough, I think. Let me see later. First, let's sharpen this. Shift E and move. Okay, I haven't got those here, and I have to Shift E, move. Okay, I didn't got the one I have to got this one. Shift E. Okay, now it looks like a regular nice gloves, yeah. And of course, when we apply the subdivisions, when we have the subdivisions, and when we use the other modifier, which is multi-res, everything will be amazing. Let me show you how to do it, by the way. It's interesting. And we will finish this video probably, but for now let me just show you. By the way, his pinky is a little bit too small. Okay, let's dive into this. So I will apply the subdivision modifier, and now what to do? We go to multi-resolution and then unsubdivide 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, unsubdivide until we get here, and then we can dial it up again. Now we have the lower subdivision, we have the upper subdivision, which is amazing. I know. And then we can, of course, go and sharpen some areas like this with the draw sharp brush. What a surprise, I know. Alright, this looks pretty good. Maybe here in the back I can do the same. Alright. And here probably we can add some, I'm not sure exactly, but we have to add some wrinkles, folds or whatever, since these are gloves, although they are pretty thick gloves. But it will be nice to add something like folds or whatever. Okay, let's leave it for now. This is going okay. This glove is fine. We can basically color it, but this will not give us anything because the colors that we have to put at the end are vertex color. Why? Because when we export our high poly model from here with vertex colors to Substance Painter, we will use those vertex colors in Substance to be able to select different parts of the mesh. That's a fact, because that's how we do it. So we'll see. Oops. Okay, I would like this to have more kind of a, to be more to be separated from the arm, let's say, a little bit more, because now it's too close to the arm and it doesn't look like a nice silhouette. And yeah, I told you, I will kick myself in the nuts with this, because later I will have to surround it with polygons, but it's not gonna look nice if I don't. What I did here is I pressed the dot in the numpad to go closer to the object, and I also pressed the button to solo this object, to only view this object. And now I'm just refining these areas here with my grab brush. And this is my grab brush, it's not your grab brush, so keep your hands off my grab brush. Now I can go over here and with this, what was this name? The Scrape Peaks brush. Go and just scrape it. Why not? And we're doing kind of fine. Of course, we have a lot more to cover. We have to do this kind of a thing here on his waist. I'm not sure. Ah, it's this. Okay, this is kind of a bottle with kind of a spiral inside. Probably it's kind of a lantern. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I will do it. The problem will be the outer side of the bottle. If it's glass, it could pose a problem, but we'll see. Hopefully we don't have this kind of glass anywhere else. Okay, so for the overall silhouette, we need to do the other glove, which is thicker and bigger with the fingers and everything. And we have to do this thing here in his belt here. But it's the same as this one here, so probably we'll be alright. We'll see. And basically we're almost done. Of course, we have to go back to the face and the hair and refine it. I probably will leave the hair of the face hair here, like this. And these hairs, I may add some, we'll see, other hairs for them. We'll see. Yeah. I'm happy with the result. Or am I? I don't know. Let's select only this and let's rotate it. Let's rotate it like this. And let's G move it. And then we have to go to, you have to always change in Blender between the modes. Between the sculpt mode, edit mode, and constantly to be able to change between them, because it's very important. Otherwise you will not be able to do anything fast. So you have to change fast between the modes and think fast also about the modes. You have to, oh, this mode, yeah, let's do it to this mode. Oh, everything. So since I don't care about the back that much. Why? Because this character will be viewed mostly from front in the store of the game, and yeah, you will be able to rotate it, but yeah, so the back has to be okay. I'm not saying it shouldn't be okay, but not too much attention. And also, mostly his back will be seen when he's like this in the battlefield, from this distance, around this distance, when he's fighting. But also, he will carry his weapon around this area, so this area here in the bottom, here it won't be that visible most of the time, especially in the shop if this thing is behind him. So I'm not putting too much effort and into that. But what I wanna do, I see that the belly, see, my belly is a little bit, the belt is too much high, too much up, too much high. So I will try to make it go down a little bit. With the big move brush, I will pull it a little bit more down and forward. Hopefully I will not mess, this. Yes, it will be messed up, mostly, but I will fix it, no problem. This, I will not move like that. I will go, press A, and G move it down like this. It will be better if I move it like this, and I will rotate it also a little bit. I'm trying to see what happens. It's looking good. Now I will select the body. And again, I will add this kind of a fats which are over this area. Let's see it in the concept. We have to look at the concept. Yeah, you see this kind of fat here, how it's going. It's very nice. I'll try to do it like this. This kind of fat here. Yeah, I like to sculpt, you know. Just sculpting is my thing. This looks more interesting this way. Okay, I'm moving, I'm just sculpting. This, by the way, will go a little bit like this above these things. It will be interesting, yeah. But since it will not be exactly symmetrical, I don't know. We have to remove the mask, by the way. And let me inflate a bit like this. Now it's looking more like it, I think. What I did is just go to the camera, because I have a hidden camera. Oh, I have hidden camera inside my scene, so don't worry. Alright, this looks pretty nice. Except for this area here, but I'll fix it, and then we'll finish this video and continue in the next one with what? Probably the other glove, why not? This glove is kinda nice, we can fix here and there some other things, but it's overall, it's fine, and we can go to the other glove. So, see you then.